evening, but I am also part of the team that is from Music4Malawi, TAP Foundation, as well as the Quattro Upgrade Project. Officially, I would also like to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Chikubuson Tumozi, the Director of Communication and Director of Information and Minister of Information, Malawi Government. Sir, thank you for humbling yourself and allowing us to have you in our presence today. Thank you. Our guest of honor will come and give us a quick speech later. For now, I would like to maybe give some of you who might not be aware of what Music4Malawi and the Quattro Upgrade Project is a quick background. I think we could be able to go into detail later when our Managing Director, Ms. Tanda Mandui, comes up here and gives us an address. The Quattro Upgrade Project itself is a project under the TAP Foundation. This project was established basically to assist musicians and music creatives in Malawi to upgrade their skills, their knowledge, as well as give them resources and platforms that they can use to better themselves, grow themselves, as well as achieve better and more as musicians, creators, and artists in Malawi in their own right. We put out a call for applications almost a week ago for musicians, creatives, everybody who's in the creative music sector and entrepreneurial sector to apply and be part of the 10 participant cohort who will then go through various workshops throughout this coming week. And upon completing those various workshops, they will also be involved in various key activities, shows, as well as a big digital showcase event, which we will be live streaming online through our platforms, as well as our donor and partner platforms. Also, on top of being given this access to information, platforms, and projects, they will also be privy to receiving some money, a lump cash sum, which they will be able to invest into their music and their creative, the various creative talents, so that they can grow immediately. Even after the project, they can start to reap and see the benefits of what we have done here. So, like I said, we put out a call almost a week ago, and we received an intense amount of interest from the Malawi music creative community. Unfortunately, we could only pick 10. As of yesterday, we have finalized in picking those 10, and some of them are here today. I think our MD will have a chance to introduce some of those who are here later. But some of them are here today, and we're very happy to have you. From now up to the 4th, or the 5th of December, this team will be going through intensive workshops with some of key industry players in the Malawi music industry, people like Hugh Malewezi, Ms. Tanda Mandui herself as a communication specialist. We have Prince Chikwemba, who will be training them in artist management. We have people like Dennis Seman, who I'm sure some of them will join us later, will be training them in various other things such as copyright management and intellectual property management. Moving on from there, like I said, they'll then go through various initiatives and activities. One of them being an initiative that we call Bands to Business, which is basically a conversation that we hold among certain communities. This time we'll be holding it with the music creative community, where we'll be discussing how musicians and creatives and other talents can add value in the music industry and sector in Malawi.
Well, thank you, Mr. Alex. Good evening, artists and distinguished guests. Before I start the speech, I'd like to recognize the presence of the MD, Ms. Tanda Mandui. Of course, Alex Kachiba was under the marketing aspect and our director of programs this year. And on a special note, I'd like to recognize my son, Somi Tomonzi. This is the first time to see me at the public function other than seeing on TV, but I feel like this music allows very ideal and it will be an eye-opener for him because it's actually involving youngsters. So I pulled him over. Of course, there are a couple of so we are safe. I don't need to take any task. I can see that the initiative is really welcoming, and Malawi needs such. And I'd like to encourage you, Nana Mandula, to achieve that this is what we need. Malawi is part of the global village, and indeed we're supposed to take advantage of our talents in line with the global, with the digital economy, because what we're doing is in line with Agenda 2063, and again, the 10-year plan that was launched this week by the state president. As government of Malawi, we want to encourage young people to come out in the open and expose their talents, and at the same time sell our country. In this vein, I'm also looking at the issue of the access to information. This is an element the government of Malawi is promoting, because as a nation we're supposed to be open. We're supposed to open our homes. So in this case, I want to encourage you that what government of Malawi to take the initiative, to take the steps in getting involved in promoting the access to information. For your information, Malawi, South Africa are the only countries which have been access to information act in place. So we should take advantage of that. Now let me go back to my little speech, which is the official statement. It is my pleasure to be here with you all, surrounded by so much talent and creativity. This is a great space for us to be as Malawian creatives, a safe space where we are able to share and exchange knowledge in our field and find ways to uplift and collaborate with each other. When I was informed about the Music4Malawi initiative, I immediately recognized what a huge and positive development for our music industry. This is because it is an opportunity to help musicians and other creatives learn about the industry, how they can all work together and eventually grow both as individual artists as well as a collective, thereby giving value to the Malawian music industry both locally and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, artists, members of the media, at this juncture, allow me to congratulate the 10 creatives that have been selected for this program. Congratulations, and please utilize the tools presented to you in this program to its fullest potential. And I hope that as we begin, we can all leave here having learned a thing or two that we didn't know when we walked into this establishment. These people around you, use them, engage with them, and see how you can all fit into each other's creative spaces for the advancement of all. And with that, I leave you to mingle and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Another round of applause for our guest of honor, Program Coordinator for the Quad 2 Upgrade Project, Ms. Ntanda Mandui. Could we please have you on stage? Shall we actually go main one moment? A round of applause for our Managing Director, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. The guest of honor, Mr. Thomas, thank you for making the time to be with us. Successful artists in the Quad 2 Upgrade program, distinguished artists that are invited here today in my network, and all other guests, good evening. So I don't have too much to say. I think we haven't officially launched the Quad 2 Innovation and Creative Center, so kind of this will also double as that. So I am excited for this particular, let me say, Music4Malawi, the innovation and the platform, because it mirrors exactly what I thought of when I established the TAR Foundation. So just to give you a brief background of the TAR Foundation was established in 2018. So the TAR Foundation is an education trust that's supposed to assist creatives, innovators, and artists in Malawi to intentionally use their creative talents and skills for development through advocacy. So ideally, I think I'm just going to talk from a very authentic experience point of view. I think there's a lot of artists in the house, so I'm sure you guys have all experienced it. When Malawians say they can't support Malawian creatives because Malawian art is subpar, it's not up to standard. And even though that's, I mean, I always argue with people, I really am always arguing with people about that. It's not that our artists suffer, but at the same time, we need to support the same creatives so they're able to get to a point where they're actually able to create that art that is up to standard. So that's ideally what Music for Malawi is. We try to create this platform. I am the founder of Ta Foundation, which then established the Kwatu Innovation and Creative Center. We're in 47 Sector 2. You can always come around as well to see if there's areas for collaboration. The Music for Malawi is, yes, under the Kwatu Center, but it is for you guys, the creatives. So it's a platform that if you guys want to, say, apply for grants, you can come through and reach out to us and say we want to collaborate with you guys and want to use your platform. Because one of the things that we have built as a network is we've built the trust in the industry. So I know when you're trying to apply for things, maybe you might not always go strong as an individual. So we're trying to create this platform where we give you skills, but we also give you a network where we can work together and build together. So ideally, that's what Music for Malawi is. The other side of Music for Malawi is we know that we're digitizing right now as a world. And we are trying to encourage Malawian artists and creatives to get on digital platforms. And I believe there's a few artists in the house who have some albums, some EPs, some singles out on streaming platforms. But one thing that has not been there has been a centralized platform where you can find all Malawian music, all Malawian content on a centralized platform where you're able to stream it. So the only centralized platform that we have, I believe, should be Malawi Music. And that's a downloading platform. It doesn't protect the artist, it doesn't protect the intellectual property of the artist. So with Music for Malawi, artists are going to be able to just share the links, just the links, redirecting back to the artist platforms. So that's part of what we'll be training the creatives this week, how to digitize and how to leverage digital platforms. So that's just a brief overview about Music for Malawi. So like I've said, we are creative, I think there are very few creative hubs in Malawi, so we are one of them. It's a space for all creatives. We are open to collaboration. If you come around and say, I need to do something, I need to host an event, we are always open to doing creative stuff. We need to work together. That's how industries are built. So it's not a one-man show. I might not be in Malawi for a very long time. I might be leaving. But even if when I'm gone, I would love to see that people are able to collaborate and able to build some things together. So that's just the general overview of the Music for Malawi and the Kwatu Innovation and Creative Center. I know you guys, maybe we haven't, like I said, we haven't engaged the creative sector much before because we've been building. So this is one of our, I think it's our second product under Kwatu Center. There is a third product that we'll probably be launching, third, fourth, how many, I don't know. But yeah, we'll be launching a few more products as time goes. But if you also have some things that you think we can collaborate, if you see some grants and you say, I want to apply for this grant, but maybe they want for you to have qualified for another grant before, if you haven't, we are open to that kind of collaboration. We're here to enable you. One of the things that we have as an upper hand as a Ta Foundation is we were awarded the Digital Malawi grant. So we have about $250,000 in trust. So that's something that you guys can leverage as creatives and see how far we can go to build the actual creative industry until we can get to a point where we're churning out albums, movies, and things that can compete on an international platform. Thank you so much for listening.
Another round of applause for our Managing Director. Thank you very much. And I think at this point, that would be the official launch of the Music for Malawi platform, as well as the Kwatu Upgrade project, and as well as the Kwatu Center. That's an all-in-one launch, I guess. For those of you who have joined us late, shame on you, but you have missed out. You have missed out on some great content and some great insights on what this product is and what we're aiming and what our goals are to build for the music industry in Malawi. So if you need any extra information or maybe you're just not clear on what exactly we are, it's www.musicformalawi.com. You can find out what we are, about us, who's behind the project, and I'm sure by Monday you'll also be able to see who the participants are, the final 10 participants in our Kwatu Upgrade project. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. Another extension of a thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Chibumbuso Tumozi. It's a pleasure to have someone of such influence. Maybe some of you do not know, but Mr. Tumozi is also, before he even became the Director of Information, he runs a radio station, which is actually doing quite well in the Longway, Siko FM. I had the pleasure of interacting with him at one point when the platform was just starting up as well. Great man, and he really is about trying to assist the youth to develop them in their talent, their creativity, and to make sure that he's providing platforms. So for most of you artists, DJs, etc., if you're looking for an outlet, do not be afraid to approach Zigo FM and try and get your content out there and see maybe you might be able to reach other audiences which you haven't before via digital. That would be it from me. My name is Alex Kajepa. I've been your host this evening. I'm sure you've had enough.